Yo, what is up, guys? James Carter TV here to give my 2014 NBA Draft first round recap. Now, this is going to work a special way because I don't feel like coming on here talking about each and every pick. So, if I don't talk about a pick that you wanted me to give my opinion on, please feel free to comment down below in the YouTube comments or tweet me, and I'll tell you everything I want to know about each pick. I'm very opinionated about each and every pick in the 2014 NBA Draft for one reason or another. So, number one, we had Andrew Wiggins going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I approve. I made a whole video on that. You can watch that if you want to. It's an A. I thought Jabari Parker was better. I think he will be better, but it's an A. I think to put into a good comparison, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers took Paul George, and I think the Milwaukee Bucks took Carmelo Anthony. Who's better? But that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, guys, move on to number two, Milwaukee Bucks. As I said, take Jabari Parker. I think that's an A plus. I think he's great. I think he'll be the best player from this draft class. I think it's Carmelo Anthony. Except if you can finally put some damn pieces around Carmelo Anthony, maybe he'll win something. Maybe this guy's gonna win something. I also think he has some Paul Pierce in him. I think it's a Paul Pierce Carmelo Anthony hybrid. You mix Paul Pierce Carmelo Anthony together, boom, you get this guy. People say he's too fat. He can lose weight. He's 19. Easy to lose weight when you're 19 years old. Your metabolism is crazy. It's great. It's great. It's great. He can do it easily. Move on. Number three. We have the Philadelphia 76ers taking Joel Embiid. I have a problem with this. You know, they have no problem with stinking. This is the thing with Philly. They have no problem with stinking. They're saying, hey, we want to stink. We're okay with that. But you drafted Nerlens Noel last season, and sure, maybe you could put Noel at the power forward, and then you have a project in Joel Embiid, and then maybe you do something there. But I'm not vibing with this, and I don't trust Joel Embiid after the foot surgery. I had him ranked 5 on my big board, but still, I don't trust him, and especially when we already have a center, I really don't like this pick at all. If I had to say a grade, I think it's a C minus, maybe a D plus. I just don't like having two centers. You have to do something with one of them. If they trade one of them, then this draft grade goes up. But still, I think you could have drafted. I would have loved them to draft Dante Exum over him, Julius Randle, either one of those kids. But Joel Embiid, not a big fan of this pick. Moving on to number four, you had the Orlando Magic taking Aaron Gordon, which is one of the worst picks of the draft. Aaron Gordon is not the best power forward in this draft. Not even close. Maybe I had him ranked as a second, but I had him ranked like 8th overall on my big board, for God's sake. And then here comes Orlando taking him at the number 4 spot. And I understand what Orlando's trying to do. They're trying to become a defensive studs. You know, they already have Victor Oladipo there, and they're going to take Elfrid Payton later on in the first round, and that's another defensive stud. But I'm not feeling this Aaron Gordon pick. I really don't see much from Aaron Gordon to solicit taking him with the number 4 overall pick. I think they should have taken Dante Exum, who can be a transcendent player. And when you're a bad team, you need a transcendent player. And I'm about to get into that with Utah. I don't care if you have a problem, if you have Jameer Nelson and you say, well, we need a power forward more than we need a point guard. I don't care. You need a superstar if you're Orlando. Dante Exum is more of a superstar than Aaron Gordon is. There's no. When you're bad in the NBA, there's no time to fill needs. Now, again, I know I'm contradicting myself now because I just said that about Philly and about Philly just a while back. But Philly's different. They have two unknown guys, okay? Unknown prospects. I'm talking about, oh, we have Jameer Nelson. Okay, would you rather have Jameer Nelson or what could be a transcendent superstar point guard? Like, that's what I'm trying to say right now. So, take the transcendent point guard and let's win some games. Because if you don't have a superstar, you're not going anywhere in the NBA. And it's teams like this. This is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer because of team picks like this. I think this is a D. This is a D grade to me. I had Aaron Gordon ranked 8th on my big board. They could have went in other ways. They could have taken Julius Randle. They could have taken Dante Exum. They could have taken Marcus Smart, and I would have been more on board with any of that. I would have took Doug McDermott. I would have been more on board. No, I wouldn't. Actually, I would, because you could put Tobias Harris at the power forward position. So I really don't understand this pick at all with Orlando. But Utah, let's get into Utah. They took Dante Exum. I have a slight, ever so slight problem with this, but it's an A minus. So that's why, it's not perfect, but it's an ever so slight. Ever so slight problem I have is I think if you want to get the most production out of Dante Exum, you need to put him at the point guard position. That's my belief. That's the belief that I have, that I carry. Or what the hell am I talking about? Never mind, scratch that. If you're gonna get the most potential out of, if you're gonna get the most potential out of Dante Exum, you have to put him in the point guard position. Trey Burke is a point guard, so now you have to put Dante Exum at the shooting guard position. And I think you're missing out on a little bit of production, but the fact, like I just said, if you have the chance to get a transcendent player, get him. And the Jazz got him, and I can't criticize them for that. Utah has gotten declined way off the map. Now they have a chance to get a superstar. I can't knock them. I can't knock them. If they're gonna run this two guard, thing, if you think Dante Exum is not a true point guard, I believe he is. Maybe you don't. Good. I mean, you got your two guards here. You got one hell of a backcourt. You can do something with this backcourt. So I'm not gonna hate Utah for this. They could get a superstar in Dante Exum, and it could prove to be a wonderful pick. We have number 6 overall. We have the Celtics taking Marcus Smart. I love Marcus Smart. I think he's going to be an all-star in the league. One problem I have, though, you already have an all-star at point guard, and you have him in Rajon Rondo. And I say again, I usually I say this. I gotta defend myself because maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. Yes, I am all for taking a potential superstar over a veteran who's really not winning us games. Rondo wins this game. Rondo's a damn good point guard, and if he was playing the whole season, he would have been an all-star point guard in the East. So he's gone. He unless if they're gonna move Marcus Smart to shooting guard, and even that's, I mean, don't you want Avery Bradley? So there's some questions that need to be answered before I really give a great grade for this. So I'm gonna give it a B plus for now. But I love Marcus Smart. I think this guy's a tough, mean player. He can lead you. I think he's gonna be an all-star. But where is the fitting gonna go on with Boston? That's what we gotta see first. Lakers take Julius Randle. I'm a Lakers fan, but my bias aside, I had Julius Randle wing number 4 on my big board coming into the NBA draft. He's taking number 7, A plus. It's just that simple. It has nothing to do with it being my favorite team. The need was there, the value was there, A plus. Julius Randle, I'm gonna go through this real quickly because I made a whole video on this though. But people don't understand. He's 6'9", 250, and he's 19 years old. He's gonna get bigger. He's gonna get stronger. He's gonna develop his right hand. He's a lefty. Lefties are great shooters usually, and he can develop that shooting. I mean, it's unbelievable to me why people don't see it. But there you go. Julius Randle, number 7. Number 8. I mean, this is so heartbreaking. The Sacramento Kings take Nick Stauskas. I had Nick Stauskas going 10. I had him ranked on my big board like number 14. I'm not a fan of this pick. I think if you're Sacramento, you need defense. Like, Sacramento, they don't know what defense to play. DeMarcus Cousins plays defense. Isaiah Thomas is too small to play defense. Rudy Gay, God knows he don't play defense since Memphis. You need defense, and they don't take anything defensive worth a damn. I think they should have took Noah Vonleh. At least you get the defensive rebounding out of Noah Vonleh, and then he can be somewhat of a rim protector. You put him next to DeMarcus Cousins. You have two good twin towers down there, but no, they take Nick Stauskas, and it's just one of those picks where you're like, you're not gonna win more games. You can't tell me that the kids are gonna win more games because they took Nick Stauskas. You can't tell me. So anyway, though, Charlotte at number 9. Wow, who did Charlotte take? Oh, geez, now I look like a big, 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 big idiot. Noah Vonleh. They took Noah Vonleh. And I mean, in terms of value, this is other people's value. I had Noah Vonleh ranked number 10. So I'm not high on Noah Vonleh, but I like the fact that they took a power forward. Now people say Cody Zeller is a power forward. What about Cody Zeller? Get him out of here because Cody Zeller last year's draft, first of all, stunk. Cody Zeller showed me absolutely nothing. Get him out. Get him out. And I know I'm contradicting what I said about Nerlens Noel. But Nerlens Noel showed me something. We know how great Nerlens Noel could be. I don't know how great Cody Zeller could be. Get him out. Okay, so let's take Noah Vonleh, best player available. We know he's better than Cody Zeller. And let's plug him in there. Let's see what he can do. So If I had to give it a grade, oh yeah, I've been slacking on the grades. Number 8, Nick Stauskas. I mean, what are you trying to do in the draft? You're trying to build a team to win more games. Nick Stauskas, he won't do that. So I have the Kings. I think it's a D. I just it doesn't help you win more games. It doesn't. I'm a tough grader, I know. And then Noah Vonleh, I think it's an A. I think it's an A in terms of value, in terms of need. They need something. I would have taken Doug McDermott to make it an A plus, but they'll get an A. So anyway, X and A minus. I'm tough. Okay, number 10 though, and this is where things get interesting. The Philadelphia 76ers took Elfrid Payton, which I did not understand. And I knew he was going to get traded because if I don't understand it, someone's getting traded. And it's so funny why the NBA does this, but they still interview these kids. And Elfrid Payton and Michael Carter Williams are talking about being on the same team. You guys aren't going to be on the same team, and I knew that from the get-go. So boom, Elfrid Payton gets traded to the Orlando Magic. They trade, Orlando Magic takes Dario Saric with the 12th pick, so they swap those picks. I like it for Philadelphia, for Orlando, way more than I do Philadelphia. Philadelphia, Bill Simmons was saying this all night long, and I don't understand it. They're saying, "Oh, Philadelphia wants to lose games. That way they can, build and build and build and build and build." That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Good luck with that strategy, my friend. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been trying that for how many years now? Oh, good luck with that, man. And even next year's draft, you got Jahlil Okafor and Emmanuel Monday. You don't need either of those kids. But Philly is going to continue to do this. I guess you got to live with it. It's a D. Because Dario Saric is not coming for another 2 years, and I hate these kids. Anyone remember Jan Vesely? Yeah, Dario Saric. Hate it. So let's move on. Number 11. Who was taking number 11? So this is where my memory starts going away because it's been a long night. Been making all kinds of videos. Number 11, right before the Orlando Magic, the Denver Nuggets, and the Denver Nuggets. Oh, geez, who did the Denver Nuggets take? I think they traded. They've been trading. They were trading all night long. Yeah, this is where I can't remember stuff. So from this point forward, I'm gonna let you guys comment down below to me. Actually, let me talk about some busts, and some stuff that I do remember that I want to talk about. Miami Heat takes Shabazz Napier. Actually, they traded with the Charlotte Hornets, who then got someone else. But Miami Heat got Shabazz Napier. Heat fans, it won't matter because they're gonna try to trade for Kyle Lowry, and then Shabazz Napier won't play. He won't start. He may play a little bit, but he won't play really. He won't play valuable minutes in this league. So this year at least. So it won't matter. Everyone calm down with that. Gary Harris was a big sleeper to me, and he fell quite far. He's going to go to the Denver Nuggets. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what happened. Sorry. So the Denver Nuggets took Doug McDermott, traded him to the Chicago Bulls for their 2 draft picks, the 16th and 19th draft pick. For the Chicago Bulls, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, and I don't care if they get Melo. I love it. I had to think about it for a little bit. At first, I was unsure. Now I love it because you know what? Even if he comes off the bench, the Bulls need scorers, man. They've been looking for scorers for how long now? And you're telling me Doug McDermott can't go there and score? And if they don't get Melo, they got a damn good scorer in Doug McDermott, who I like more than others. People like say Doug McDermott, he's overrated. He's a part of the system. Hey, the kid can score, and I want to see what he can do at the next level. And that's all the Bulls want him to do: score, get off the court. He can do that for Chicago. And then, yeah, the Nuggets got Gary Harris. It's a good fall. Aaron Aflalo's there. He's back now. So how much playing time will Gary Harris get? I don't know, but I really like Gary Harris. And now he's behind Aaron Aflalo. Who do I compare Gary Harris to? Aaron Aflalo. So you have 2 Aaron Afalos in Denver. That's kind of fun. Busts. I think there are some busts out there. Adrian Payne, I think, is a bust. I think he's a B-U-S-T, bust. You look at the UConn game. 2 minutes into the game, his hands were on his knees. He was tired. He was dead. I don't have any faith in Adrian Payne. I think he's going to be a bust. I have the same nerves I had about Royce White with his anxiety. Adrian Payne has a lung condition. Don't like it at all. Really afraid for him. Think he's going to end up being a bust in the NBA. I think Zach LaVine will be a bust. Sure, he's very athletic. I understand that he can shoot from time to time. He's not a point guard. He doesn't have good enough court vision to be a point guard. Can't pass the ball well. And when it comes to shooting guard, I mean, sure he has a lot of athleticism. He doesn't finish through contact. So who cares? The rim is not going to be wide open every time you go. If it is, congratulations. If it's not, which it won't be most of the time, you're in trouble. Zach LaVine will be another bust in the draft. Mark it down, write it down. He sucks. He stinks. I'm better than him. Not really. Well, I think I could take him. But yeah. Any other busts? I mean, everyone else was taken late enough to the point where you can say they're not a bust, but I think that's pretty much it. Everyone else is in the wait and see category. I mean, there's a big wait and see category that you have to wait and see where these players go. So, again, if you want to know any of my other thoughts on any other picks, tell me. We'll talk about it like real folk, and it'll be real fun. Oh, and the Spurs got Kyle Anderson. Oh man, this is what the Spurs do. He's a point forward. People you don't know that means he's a LeBron James, Lamar Odom type, where he's a power forward or a small forward who can play the point guard position. That's so Spurs like. You know he's gonna pass the ball around in that system so well. Oh, the Spurs did it again. Wow, how did they get away with this? It's unbelievable. So anyway, guys, James Carter TV though. I'm gonna head out now. Any comments, questions, concerns, tweet me, comment me, and we'll talk about it up like real folk. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Can't wait for free agency July 1st. Please leave LeBron. Oh, it didn't end. And why do I want LeBron to leave? Because I'm tired of these Heat fans. They're gonna disappear like the other fans in the NBA when their favorite player leaves. Anyway, guys, James Carter TV. I'm out. Peace.